rambling too much. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. It's able to got him over the kid. I've been off the mat over the grid. Like my heart, but I'm dodging the sig. One time, cause I'm straight with the pen. Two time, cause my location on.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mila, and today we are doing a video on my YouTube channel about my YouTube channel. So at this point, I have been on the platform for a year and about 5 months now. So I want to kind of give you guys a rundown on my experience and then provide some tips as well, just to kind of help you if you're looking to start your YouTube journey or you are fresh on one, okay? I'm still a newbie, so the tips that I am providing you are relevant to where I actually am right now on my YouTube journey. Today we are joined by Gara. At this point, if you've seen any of my other videos, you've seen Gara on the channel a couple of times now. This is my newest snake. He is a Colombian Boa, and so he needs to be socialized a little more, so we just have him out today joining us on this video. So let me go ahead and start you guys out with a little bit of the history of my channel. So I actually made my very first YouTube channel when I was in high school, and I uploaded a couple of videos, and then and then I went to college. I stopped for a while, and I maybe uploaded like 2 videos once I got to college, and then I quit. And so I didn't actually return to YouTube. So that was around, I want to say 2014, when I posted my very first video. I stopped maybe 2015, and then I didn't actually return to YouTube until 2018. So, or no, 2019. So when I'm talking about being on the platform for a year and a half almost, I am referring to my return to YouTube, not my very first time, my very first video. I kind of consider myself to kind of have started all the way over, and so I don't consider my past videos when I'm talking about that. If you do go to the latest video or my oldest video on my channel, you can still see one video from when I was in high school, but all the other ones have been privated. So just quick rundown, I uploaded my very first video since my return in April of 2019. So that's why I'm saying I have now been on the platform for almost a year and a half, since we're in September of 2020. So just kind of give you a couple of my stats as far as where my channel is right now. At this point, I have 36 videos on my channel. Again, I've uploaded more than that, but a lot of those videos I privated either because I just wasn't happy with them, or again, those older videos are also privated as well. So I have 36 videos, 167,842 minutes of watch time, and 31,094 views. And at this point, I have 565 subscribers on my channel. My most viewed video is actually my very first video, and I currently have 12,324 views on that video. And then my second viewed video was my 12th video, and I have 5,885 views on that video. And both of them are on basically the same topic, so I think that speaks to just the popularity of they're both about ball pythons, so that speaks to the popularity of ball pythons in the reptile community. So that's just quick rundowns on my stats in case you were curious. My goal at this point is my immediate milestone, or my immediate goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So we are in September, so I only have a short amount of time before I get to January of 2021. And at this point, I pretty much get between 30 to 45-ish subscribers a month. So I am really gonna have to push for that 1,000. If you are watching this video right now and you're not subscribed, please guys, hit that subscribe button, okay? I will give you some time, okay? We're gonna wait for you to hit that subscribe button. Okay, that's plenty of time for you guys to hit that subscribe button. Okay, so that's kind of where my channel is right now. And now I want to go ahead and go into some tips for you guys. Here's the thing. If you are on YouTube to grow, eventually become monetized, to kind of brand yourself, then you have to take it seriously. And taking it seriously means a couple of things. The first thing is, when you are on camera, you need to look presentable. That includes yourself, right? Your lighting, your sound, and your camera equipment. Now, this is not me telling you go out and buy the most expensive equipment that you can, but if you already have even just the bare bones, that means set it up in the best way that you can. For instance, if you don't have studio lights, then take advantage of natural light and try to film all of your videos during the daytime. Okay, it's about trying to obtain the best quality that you can with the materials that you currently have. That's what I mean by taking it seriously and looking presentable on camera. The next thing that I would like to touch on as far as taking it seriously is your thumbnails and your description boxes. So I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like, when it comes to the thumbnails, I'm kind of like whatever sometimes, but I think having watched a lot of other people talk about this, thumbnails seem to be important. And even in my own, like, one of the reasons why I would click on somebody's videos over another person's videos is the thumbnail. Sometimes I'm looking for something specific in the thumbnail. If I'm looking on videos about building something specific, if I can see what that person built in their thumbnail and that is more closely aligned with what I'm trying to build, then I am more likely to click on that thumbnail. So your thumbnail has to be, I want to say, realistic. Clickbaity stuff just really isn't doing the job anymore for a lot of these channels, and it has to really engage your audience. So take your thumbnail seriously. So here's the thing, the description box is very important, okay? Obviously it's there for you to be descriptive, for you to describe what's in your video, but also more than what's specifically in your video, it's a perfect time for you to hit on some of those key search terms that somebody might be typing in, okay? YouTube is a search engine. So here's the thing, you're not gonna be able to fit all these keywords into your title to make your title readable and relatable and stuff, but these are terms that you can then bring into your description box. That way, when people are searching for something specific, you can still come up on those first page, that first page of recommended videos. My second tip for YouTube is to treat it like a job. So this is where I struggle, right? If you are actually subscribed to me and you've been subscribed for some time, one thing you might notice about me is I am not consistent with my uploads. And I cannot stand that about myself. That is actually something that I'm trying to be better about, especially so that I can reach my goals by the end of the year. But basically, I'm realizing that I have to... Why are you staring at me? You're doing a whole lot of staring. Guys, just stare at the camera. Tell the camera how you feel. So basically, I'm realizing that I have to treat it like a job, right? So I have 2 jobs actually right now. And so I work on average about 60 hours a week. So I am very low on time. But regardless of that, I have to schedule in time for me to upload, edit and record these videos. And I have to stick to my upload schedule. I have to get to the point where uploading on Tuesdays, if that's my given day, the day that I decided I want to upload, I have to get to the point where that is a non-negotiable. Treat it like a job, and then you will get that payoff, that return of viewers and a loyal fan base a lot sooner. Because if you watch a lot of other YouTube tips video, one thing they will tell you is consistency. And so treating it like a job and being consistent is very, very important. If you have to plan out your videos and be anal about it, know what day you're going to record them, know what day you're going to edit them, and know exactly what day you want to upload them. Sometimes I get into the mode where I might record 3 to 4 videos on a given day, but then I never go back and edit them. Why? I don't freaking know. But if I put it on a calendar, if I say, okay, this is the day I'm going to record this video, and then this is the day that I'm going to edit this video, I am more likely to get it done. So treat it like a job, schedule it, and be anal about it if you have to. My third tip for starting a YouTube channel or YouTube in general is that perfection does not exist. So one of the things that kept me back from continuing with my YouTube channel when I was in high school was the fact that I was trying to reach perfection, and I just didn't go for it. So when I was in high school, I was like, oh, I can't upload my first video until I get this specific camera. And then I got the specific camera, and then it was like, oh, I want something better. So then I kind of stopped uploading because of that. It's like, if you want to start a YouTube channel, just do it. What's gonna happen is you're gonna get your first few videos are gonna be one of your worst videos, right? Because you're still learning, you're figuring out what techniques and what editing processes work best for you. And you don't have to have the state-of-the-art equipment right up front. So eventually what I started doing was when I uploaded my first video in April, I had the camera that I wanted, which is what I'm recording on now, which is the Canon M50 if you are curious. But I wanted these studio lights and I wanted this editing software and all these things. And I was like, you know what? Let's focus on getting these videos out first, making sure that I'm going to be consistent with this YouTube thing, and then investing in my equipment over time. So now, just a couple of things that I've bought since I've started my channel. I now have studio lights. I now have a microphone. I now have external hard drives to help me with my editing processes. And so these are things that I've accumulated because there's no way I would have been able to afford all these things up front, but also it allowed me to see that I was serious about this YouTube thing before I put a lot of money into it. So don't aim for perfection. If you want to start a channel, get it out there, start, really hone in on your process and really hone in on what's going to work for you and start accumulating these things over time. My fourth thing that I want to, this isn't necessarily a tip, but maybe a caution, right? YouTube is expensive. Period, sis. Period. YouTube is expensive. And I think a lot of people have this misconception that you're just seeing people going about their life. YouTube is easy for them and it's the easiest job in the world. But what you're not seeing is a lot of work that people are putting into one, editing their videos. Like I said, recording, editing, and uploading these videos, but also the money that they are putting into this. So if I'm speaking about my channel specifically, a lot of the videos that I've uploaded up until this point have been based on my reptile enclosures, right? And here's the thing, I own these animals. I would have owned these animals irregardless of me having a YouTube channel. But the difference is when you have an audience, it's crazy the way this cycle works, right? I would have been creating these enclosures regardless. But because I have a YouTube channel, it kind of expedites my schedule a little bit. Like what I mean by that is I probably wouldn't have been so quick to upgrade certain enclosures if I didn't have an audience that I was trying to make content for. Like if you think about it, DIYers, they have to go out, they have to buy the supplies, and then they have to create the project, right? Even gaming channels, they have to, you know, have these setups, they have to invest in these games. Tech channels, they're buying all these products to review. There is a lot of money involved with YouTube, usually before you start making money off of it, right? You don't automatically start with these sponsorships. You don't automatically start with these businesses sending you free product. You have to put a lot of money into YouTube up front. And I think that's why a lot of people honestly don't end up sticking with their YouTube channels, is because it is costly and it takes a long time for you to get any return on your investments. So that's why I feel like a lot of people burn out, is because they're expecting this instant gratification, this instant revenue source, but YouTube is simply not that. You are going to put a lot of money into your YouTube channel before you ever get a dime of it back. And that's something that you really have to understand. And that actually brings me to my next tip, because you have to create content that you are passionate about, that you care about. Honestly, in a way, it needs to be things that you, in order for you to feel like it's worth it, sometimes it needs to be things that you would be doing irregardless of if you had an audience. So for me, I had my animals before I created my YouTube channel. I would have been doing tank upgrades, bioactive builds, all these things that I do on my channel, I would have been doing regardless of if I was filming it or not. And so for me, that money is worth it because it's a passion of mine. It's something that I really, really care about. And so to avoid burnout on your channel, create content that you are passionate about, that you really care about. And also, sometimes your audience can tell that you're not genuine about something. So if you're clout chasing and you're just doing these trendy videos, sometimes, yeah, that will get you a lot of subscribers really quick, but also you might experience burnout because you just don't care about the content that you are creating. I've been in a situation where I have filmed 2-3 videos in a day just to film them, just to get them done, and then I have never went back and actually edited and uploaded those videos because I didn't care about the content in the first place when I first filmed it. And so you will realize that having your YouTube channel and editing and all of that stuff will come easier if you are making it about something that you enjoy genuinely. You're here because you enjoy doing what you're doing, but the fact that you can make money off of it makes it even better. And so those are like my tips that I just wanted to tell you guys when it comes to starting your YouTube channel. So bonus tip, guys, last thing, be confident in the content that you are creating. When I was in high school, I was just not confident. I didn't think anybody gave a care, especially now that YouTube is so heavily saturated. You're like, well, why would somebody watch my lipstick tutorial over X, Y, and Z's lipstick tutorial? And it's because it is coming from you. You have to create that rapport with your audience. You have to come on here with the utmost confidence. You have to speak like your audience is already there, like you already have umpteen amount of people watching your channel. Don't get on here all shy. I mean, I've been struggling with that. When I first started my channel, I was, you know, stuttering. I was kind of I was saying after every sentence. I was not confident in my delivery. Part of the way that you can fix that, guys, is record a video until you're happy with it. You know, if you record it the first time and you kind of feel like you were kind of lagging in that confidence, record it a second time. Don't settle for less. Take it seriously, but be confident in your delivery. And there is somebody out there that is interested in what you are presenting. Even if you feel like your niche is very specific, there is an audience out there for you, and they will find you eventually. So don't be let down by your lack of subscribers, your lack of views, because those things will come eventually. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy the $1,000 product. Just use what you have, but make the best of what you have, right? Put your best foot forward and lead with confidence, and the viewers and the subscribers will come. All right, so that is all my tips for today. Hopefully I wasn't rambling too much. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. If you have watched any video on my channel, I appreciate that, because every second that you spend with me on your screen supports me in one way or another. Even if you never subscribe, I would appreciate it if you guys do subscribe to the channel. Let me know any other videos you would like to see from me in the description box below. If you are a small YouTuber or you're thinking about starting your channel, sound off below. Let me know what you're thinking about doing, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.
Do all of my tips in the game, risk it all. I am not playing safe. Lyrically, there is nobody on top of me. Seriously, all this mumble rap really be killing me. If I'm in your city, you know I'm pillaging. The villages, boy, I'm diligent. When it comes to myself, I ain't feeling it. Try factor out the gate. I'm a trilogy, stuck to my roots like how religious niggas be. But I never switched up, yeah. If I throw a punch, you hit the gun.